welcome to part 2 of our run through Pizza Tower. Our very first play of the game, which began yesterday and took us through Worlds 1 and 2 up to 28%. The pizza slice here has a bit of a shocked and aghast expression, whereas it seems to be totally happy to look at a 0% and some of the other screens that have no save file in them as yet. Notice that, of course, on the title screen we match the current costume that we also happen to be wearing, which in this case was the one that I took for taking about 50 deaths or 50 hits or so, I'm not sure. We'll remember when we actually look at the costume list in the tower itself. So let's get back into the tower and let's see how we proceed today as we head into World 3. Okay, so when you load into the save file, I guess it just starts us back at the entrance. Gives us an opportunity to warm up a little bit. Oh, also because we last finished up here with a second lap run in John Gutter Hall, just to see what the second lap structure is all about. For the first time. Not much on the achievement list as yet. We have 37 out of 95 toppings, but that's because we missed a few on floor 2 in one of the stages. Otherwise it's all clear. And quite a lot to do when it comes to the secrets, treasures, etc. And certainly the clothing. It does track damage over the course of the save file, in case anybody wants to go for a damageless save file, I suppose, if that's the kind of thing that much more serious players want to attempt. We are going to, as I said, go back up to floor 3 though. So floor 1, steady progress so far, but quite a lot to return to later. Also made a total mess of the boss fight. And yeah, like I was saying, it's apparent to me that somehow by the end of the game we're going to be coasting through the entire tower as a stage. I think it's something that's become rather obvious. Just given how everything here is structured, there's going to be some kind of overall finale escape by the looks of it. And we've got some of the treasures here so far, but not too many. Let's get over to wherever the lift was for the next floor. Here it is. So this was our floor 2 progress. So we were missing a few in the saloon because I didn't understand that the revolvers there were actually starting guns for a race to the flag, and that in those cases that was our one and only chance to pick up some of the ingredients that were in what I like to think of as the lum cages of Rayman. B-minutes, welcome. Anyway, so we're going to begin the vacation resort today here on floor 3. Haven't done anything here yet, so let's just begin and dive into a stage and see what's happening. As we kind of acclimatize ourselves to the controls again. Here's Crust Cove. Seems like there's going to be some high seas piracy in this one. 8 minutes, you found out what song you're singing for the murder mystery musical coming up. Care to share, since I obviously won't really be in the area to see it myself. And, oh, this thing on the left here, this totally indicates to me that there's some way to break through. Maybe. Anyway, no combos as yet here because we're just, once again, getting warmed up and just getting used to controls again. It seems like I should have been more practiced with modern Rayman because it's very apparent to me that that's actually the best reference point for muscle memory in this game when it comes to the dash and everything. Yeah, so eventually the exit's going to take us through here over the clock. Let's take a look at the bottom right to see what's going on with this little warp pipe pizza box over here. We're expecting a Broadway song, but it's more of a pop standard. Okay. I feel like I'm less likely to know it if it's something pop rather than Broadway, but feel free to let me know. And I don't know if it's something that's really going to be particular to it being a murder mystery, but get an excuse to work on your vocal chops. Get everything warmed up. Okay, this is certainly something. Oh, something up top, perhaps. Okay. Anything? Well, there's this guy who's up top, but that's because we can potentially maybe do the crouch up here if we get some running distance off of anything here, really. Let's see if we can get a run going. Oh, no, we didn't want to dash out of that. We wanted to go all the way up. Whoops. Once again, we should use the Y button for the wall cling on short notice if we happen to be in midair. That's something that's still being worked on when it comes to my muscle memory here. Okay, there we go. Surely this is something. No? This here looks like X marks the spot, right? There we are. And well, look at that. There's treasure everywhere. Michael Bublé, yeah. I mean, I don't know him personally. Although, it is very plausible that I would know him personally. Let's just say that. It's not... I don't say that just to say, oh, I clearly don't know this extremely wealthy and famous international performer, but I could be more expected than other people to have met Michael Bublé at some point, let's just say. But I have not actually met him. Or worked with him in any capacity. Game audio, okay, thank you for letting me know that's, you know, the sort of start of stream problem. And that is a great shame because, of course, this game has wonderful music. Let's fix that up quickly, get it out of the way. Yeah, thank you for alerting me to that right away. It's a little hard to see on my indicators when it is just kind of chopping. Okay, let me know if it sounds a little bit better. It's good to get this sorted out immediately so we don't get into problems here. This specific kind of burst from the water here reminds me of something. I mean, it's not damaging me or anything as far as I can tell, it's just launching. I'm trying to remember what enemy in what game that feels like, because it's so familiar. Anyway, this is going to be the return path eventually. And yeah, do let me know if audio is okay now. And we'll hopefully not run into too many problems. Okay, so down here we need to run to that to make it over. Also, this is totally something. This is the janitorial room. There we go. Oh yeah, we need to go down here and not get interrupted by that. Let's try to build up a bit more of a run. Still don't really have good muscle memory for some of the dash mechanics in this game, so we go briefly over here. Great, got the mushroom. Ingredient number 1, SS ship. How aptly named. And the key here for progressing to the key door forward, but let's explore a little bit first. Also, one-way gate up here. Then nothing to do here, but just get the first combo, I suppose. So what's the barrel mechanic all about? Can we grab? Or... oh, okay, you can jump into it, and then you can roll into the barrel. Oh, that's very nice. So this will be the stage-specific mechanic this time. Wow, okay. Also, yeah, there's something... we had to watch the walls sometimes because there are clues to the secrets. Anyway, we're not going to combo much from here. I guess you do have to roll all the way up if you can. I don't know if there's a good way to kind of force the roll to the right. Maybe with a deflection or something. Yeah, it's actually going to be with a wall deflection. I see. Okay, that's very interesting. And then... okay, whoops. Shot in the face. Anyway, down we go. And then... oh. I was just trying to make it up here for cheese, which is second in the standard order. And there's secret number 1. Assuming we haven't already missed secrets prior to this. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be a bit of a barrel test. To make sure we actually understand the central mechanic. Yeah, interesting that it uses these secret rooms to basically tutorialize some of the mechanics as we go. That's been a fairly consistent feature that we've found so far. Anyway, here's another barrel to work with. Barrel elapse. And yeah, hedgehog mode as it were. And yeah, you just ricochet off the walls. And I think using the ricochet to our advantage is the trick to speeding through this course here. And then we notice that there is another barrel available here in case we lose this one currently. Let's make it over to the side and try to run up that wall. Whoops. It does seem like that for the segment before you get into the escape sequence, that ranking is pretty much entirely about the collectibles rather than the time. It's the escape sequence in the second lap in particular that seems to affect the lap score after that, but we don't really know. This is your big return to the stage. You haven't done a play since COVID. Yeah, that's right. And I know you were quite excited about auditioning into it, and I do remember you telling me about that. Oh, there's the janitor up there. Let's see how we can bust our way through. There's got to be some passage to work our way up. Possibly we roll up. Yes, there we go. Now, we did see the janitorial room earlier for the treasure, so let's try to find that. It was in an earlier segment, I think. We'll just take him back there now while we're not under time pressure. Because I do believe it was much earlier. Yeah, if you're on running speed, you can avoid all the fish over there. Oh, this actually sends you straight up. This is maybe a one-way gate? No, it's not. We should be able to find where that room was. We just take him backwards through the stage first. Was it this early? I remember it was sneaking through one of the one-tile gaps somewhere. I just don't recall where it was. And so we're working our way all the way to the beginning, rather needlessly. We had seen it already, we just need to recover that position. Yeah, it wasn't here. It was a one-tile gap that was kind of lower right in one of the rooms, I think. Oh, busted right through this. Bell up there. Oh, this probably bursts you ahead over the water. That's probably what the purpose of this is. Yeah, because then... Ah, yes, that's right. This is where you go. And then we take the treasure, which will be this beverage over here. Gets us up to B rank with the point bonus. I would actually expect that the overall time attack actually does matter for S rank, but we don't really know because we don't understand too much about the scoring system as yet. Whoops. Okay. Kick that guy out of the way and... Yeah, we were told that S rank does involve collecting all treasures, so you do need to find an optimal path. Anyway, let's see how we do here. Also, yeah, audio is out again. Hang on. It's one of those days, I guess, where it's just going to be choppy. Give me one moment, we'll try to fix it. It's too bad because the audio over this stage is actually wonderful. Do I want to know the 4 people you combine for your character? Yeah, do tell me about it while I'm trying to fix my stream. And just get audio rolling again. Hopefully this actually sticks this time. We had no audio problems yesterday, and then it's really kind of hit and miss over here. The 4 people you combine for your character. Interesting. Right, because this is... I do remember you telling me something about the kind of improv format for the mystery. Anyway, cannon fire everywhere. Let's not make too much of a mess here. It doesn't seem to track me. It seems to track specific positions on the stage. That's important to know. Oh, that hit anyway, despite noting that it is positional. Oops. Oh, that's something to run up. Let's jump. Oh, no, that's nothing there. There's gotta be something up here, though. Let's run it up and see. I'm surprised that isn't anything, given that it was kind of right there for the taking. Didn't build up enough speed, perhaps. Have to approach from below or something. Didn't build up any speed at all. It's half scripted and half improv, and this particular show is a musical, hence Michael Bublé, yeah. Oh, totally missed these, but you'd need to build up a lot more speed. Slide through to grab those. Anyway, I'm sure the barrel mechanic will kind of combine with this at this point, at some point as well. Looks like we have to bust through to the right, and I missed it. By the looks of it. Yeah, we missed the opportunity, unfortunately. Whoa, okay, that's a big slide forward. Big tumble, totally out of my control. I wonder if I can reverse through it, actually. Or I'm actually supposed to for the escape sequence, but let's punch our way through here first. I totally missed one very clear opportunity up above here. Yeah, okay, no, the rapids kind of pushed you down. It is directional. And the artwork does in fact indicate it is directional. So we did miss something that required me to crouch. Rose is at a literature convention and you, the guests, are there to meet your favorite authors. The publishers get murdered and all of the authors are suspects. So you basically got to pick an amalgam of real-life authors that you're basing yourself on? Is that the idea? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I guess we should continue through here. B rank, yeah, not that great. Let's get rid of this guy. Whoop, no, never mind. Characters are all based on real-life archetypes. Okay. Okay, that rat to the right, that's clearly one that we need to bust through with a barrel. We keep getting shot here. This is definitely a barrel thing. We actually should have snuck under some of the ladders here. Whoops. We've hurt Peppino 10 times. Yeah, that's what we usually do. Let's not get into the rapids here yet. Let's explore a bit before we go. Slam it. Oh. Okay, you can crouch through these, which is important to know, because we're just going to get busted up by all these guys anyway, and here's an ingredient. Sausage, great. Got it. I'm trying to remember who was last in the order. Oh, pineapple was last in the order, okay. So we'll do that eventually. Let's find... Oh, I'm trying to sneak under these, and I missed to crouch every time. So we did come through here already, yeah. Okay, whoop, and got shot again. We do have the A rank at least. It's pizza time, okay. Oh, I totally missed the barrel on that side then. That's alright, let's just do the course and try to escape out and try to find the last ingredient while we're at it. Yeah, you do need to read barrels pretty accurately and quickly here. By the looks of it. Okay, no, jump in. There we go. Still not that mechanically proficient at this just yet. Unfortunately, we do need to barrel there because of a mini rat that is in that position. So let's just get out of here before we run into timer issues. Moon. Oh, there we go. And then switch back. Gift is going to launch. Then we run. So still missing one ingredient. That's a bit of a concern, but... Oh, got the bell. Any reason why we would want to go up? Yeah, there's another passage up there, but we probably have much to do here. And then Mario, how's Pizza Tower going? Well, I mean, we just started this my first stage of the day. We had some audio issues, unfortunately. One of those streams. Missing an ingredient store, still missing pineapple. In this particular segment. Then I'm pretty low on time. Come on, into the barrel we go. I actually can get into a standing position with the barrel. That's something I have maybe sort of underrated here. Okay, and then... Oh. Can we get down here with that barrel? Yeah, we can. Not very well, though. It is tuned with the expectation that you're going to full speed ahead here. And... oh, there's one. Got it. All ingredients. Now we actually need to make it out of here, but... okay, got treasure as well. Let's get out. Yeah, because there was the water that was down below. Picking up the clocks doesn't seem to actually increase my timer for whatever reason, but maybe I don't understand it as well as I could. Yeah, I think it's just points for the escape sequence. We better get out down below. Come on. Down, 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 down. 11 and 10. Okay, that's a little bit close. There's an Agatha Christie mystery writer. Anne Rice, Stephanie Meyer vampire type. I feel like the Anne Rice and Stephanie Meyer people would kind of go to war over their respective interpretations of the vampire type. Romance novelist, there's a slick Hollywood screenwriter, and there's a ghost story writer, and that's you, I see. Mamuga, did I ever play Balatro? No, I've seen a lot of people play it. I do know the kind of concept of it being a poker hand roguelike, but I have not had a chance to look at it myself. Yeah. Basically, I find a lot of games to be in a roguelike format to be enough of a commitment in terms of, you know, being able to really get the most out of the content that I can only really handle so many at once. I do love the genre's focus on permadeath. I feel like it's one of the few places these days that you find design that hasn't been totally wrecked by checkpoint whiners, you know? But I can only handle so many at a time, and I do usually have one or two going on in the background. Okay, instant pizza gaming promotion. Type pizza to order a free pizza, courtesy of Peppino's Pizza. I feel like there ought to be a Twitch plugin for this, you know, so all of you can get your drops. Even as you're basing your character being a combination of Stephen King, George R. R. Martin, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Harry Belafonte. Wow, okay. I mean, you're going to be Belafonte, and yet you're just going to wind up singing Bublé, I guess. That's alright, but... ah, Save the Last Dance. Yes, that's right. Imagine a serious ghost story writer suddenly bursts into a dancey song. Having known some people who kind of dabble in horror writing and such, I actually very easily imagine that. Quite a lot of overlap with musical theater, in fact. Anyway, we've done one stage so far. Happened to be the one on the left. The cost of the boss stage here is 200, and it doesn't matter because we're... oh, here's the achievement room. I wonder what we missed. Let's go, Demolition Expert, without getting hit by an explosion. Uncover all of the treasure guys. Fill a cannon goblin with his own bomb. Treasure guys? Interesting. Okay, so anyway, let's actually do the other stages and try to uncover them. Oh, here's one. Mini golf. Let's do it. We're planning on making him super nerdy and serious, but kind of lame, and he bursts in a song, and people are awfully charmed by that, maybe. Alright. So there's going to be some fast food here in mini golf as well. Oh. Oh, I see. This is itself the golf course, and you have to kind of maybe hit the target or something? Primo Berg is 5. Why is it holding the 1 then? Is it just stroke count in mini golf or something? Goal. Oh, you're supposed to hit the ball into this. Okay, but how do we hit the ball into this? This is the ball. Okay, I see. This guy's the ball. I see. Yeah, we actually hit him already, and this is the number of strokes. There we go. Hot dog. Still in D rank for that one, though. So yeah, this is the tee off, and you have to hit them in the rings if you can. It actually increases your combo count, which is interesting. Into the nose. That's rather on the nose. Oh no, we need to hit it up here. It's gonna be an upstroke, perhaps. There we go. Nothing. Why nothing? Because we just didn't do well enough, maybe? I guess so. We did conduct ourselves rather poorly here. And yeah, it did get the sense that there's a comedic element to all this. I mean, it is theater. It's improv theater. Of course it is. He's in love with a vampire chick, you're saying, and that's who he's singing about. Okay. So... yeah. You can't seem to get a wall clinger here? Yeah, you can. These rules are universal. We don't have any ingredients yet here. Wonder if they're dependent on your mini golf performance, in which case we're not going to be in too good shape here. Okay. I haven't really learned how to aim this properly yet to hit the rings. And... oh, here's something. Bell. Remo Berg. And then, where'd the ball even go? Didn't see. But we're on 3 strokes. Goal is over here, okay, and it says golf, which I suppose we should do. Yeah, so ideally you want to kick accurately enough to send the ball through all of these rings on the way down. Ah, the ball's still here, okay. And I suppose the idea is that you can ground pound into it to send it down and spike it, because that's what mini golf is all about. No, maybe not. And he just happily walks away. Okay. No, come on. Oh, you can just grab him and then put him in the ring. I see. So, yeah, you can grab him and aim. I see. I'm seeing this a little better conceptually now. Okay, that's a lot better, actually. That's a lot more accurate. And not even that difficult to do, now that I see how it's supposed to look. Anyway. Yeah, B-Minute, sorry, I'll just take a moment to catch up on what you're telling me. You would pick an old lady and pair her off with a hot guy and grab a teen boy and pair him off with a cougar, I see. That's, I suppose the age gaps go both ways. Mushroom is first. I feel like the golf ball is going to hit this because, of course, it's the stage mechanic, and that's consistently been the case with the stage mechanics. And okay. Fry course, interesting. That sounds interesting. So now I'm the golf ball, it seems. But can I jump over to here? Yes, I can. And then we... oh, okay. We probably should have gone back for that fry course, though, instead of sitting out here. But let's open this up. Go... golf. Yeah, of course. Hang on. Slide into it. And then... yeah, we can actually aim this. Oh, he's going to aim for me. And then it shows you where the golf ball is located. In case you want to spike him over this way and totally whiff. Send him to the left. He does collect the collectibles, which is important. Quite a few strokes here. Bust everything up. I mean, we just continue sending it to the left in every trap, I guess. We're just doing it a little bit slowly. Did I spike him in a goal? Yeah, there we go. Primo burger. And we're still collecting ingredients in order, which is a good sign. Let's get out. You might be the killer, and I'll have to come to find out, yeah. Might be a little impractical for me, but, you know, we'll keep that in mind if we... over there, but I guess it is true that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and so can't spoil everything for the online portion of the audience. Here's the soda course. This looks like an eye that is a secret. The eye clearly marks a secret. In fact, let's go back to dive into this. There we go. We found one secret. This guy's gonna toss, toss, toss. Toss, toss, toss. Okay, I mean, I don't know that we can do anything to control this apart from jumping over. We'll just let him do his business here, I guess. Oh, we're supposed to get tossed over to the upside here, and then we roll into this. Okay, and then we have to continue rolling this way once we get thrown once again by this one here. Nope, have to control this a bit better. You can actually do a bit of a pullback on some of the jumps. That's how you do it. Here we go. Alright, now what do we got? Let's actually do the course. Oops. What a happy golf ball. Oh, he's gonna get tossed. Doesn't do anything to the stroke counter, does it? Anyway. Collect. Okay, that's good. That seems like it's right. Doing this for speed must be pretty interesting. Let's whack the ball over this way. Send him up. How do we deflect? Through this one, through there, like this. This little loop ribbon will do absolutely nothing for us. And then let's just send it down. Oh, no, don't want to spike into it. Okay. Send it left. And then we can actually whack it with an enemy throw as well. No, hang on. There we go. Primo burger. Okay, all collected so far. Do I remember when we were going for the Little Mermaid show? Yeah, I thought you auditioned for the chef, right? I think you said something about that. That seemed very recent for some reason, but I think I just have no sense of time scale anymore. Why am I doing this course again? We just needed to exit out the front door. Totally lost track of where it was. Okay, let's just go back to the entrance. Carefully. There we go. Yeah, no, we already cleared this area. Let's lose track of where we are. Anyway, toss. And then, Berg, of course. Okay, sure. Help, and then, I mean, we can just help him right away, right? Or, oh no, we need to open this up. The ball first, so let's reach the ball before we can do anything. And then, yeah, there'll be some reason to bust this down. Might be a secret. But we'll get to the ball first and figure out the rest afterwards. Where did that get me? Over here. We're getting a chance to tee off yet? Nope. Mini putt. Right, okay, no, we're back here, so I missed something when it comes to placing ourselves adequately. Yeah, I feel like we just missed a golf ball at some point. Let's take a look. It was, yeah, back in the spring, you were saying. And met the woman playing opposite you at that audition, and she was going for Ursula, and neither of you got the part. I see, okay. But then you're in the murder mystery together, as I understand it. I have no sense of scale for the theater community where you are. Okay, so we need to be tossing the ball to do the rolling pin. That was actually something we learned the hard way through one of the secret rooms that we saw in the previous zone. Speaking of secret rooms, here is one. Okay, now we need to learn how to take advantage of these rage guys here to get pushed around a little bit, perhaps. What does this do? him over. It's kind of like Lemmings, except much angrier, I suppose. Okay, just bust him down. I mean, I guess you could get a decent combo score here if you actually know what you're doing, which I can't claim for myself. Not bad, not great either. Oh, here's the ball, finally. Where was it all this time? Was I just not paying attention? Oh, no. Yeah, okay, we don't want to get deflected into that. That's the issue. We do want to smack that wall. Send it left, and then... Can I just whack this? Or do I need to be hitting the ball? I think I need to be hitting the ball, so... Oh, let's not do so many strokes here. We... Yeah. Need to be in ball form to roll into this. I feel like we need another launcher to send me through here. This guy will launch me to the left and we crouch into whatever is on the left side. So let's see who can launch me. I can give you some speed. There we go. Ball form, and then crouch into this, and then what do we even have here? A whole lot of nothing. Okay, that's fine. You're going to Super Nintendo World and then going to Seattle for a show. Interesting. Well, that'll be fun. It'll be some time before I can see what's been going on with the Nintendo theme parks at Universal. I last went to a Universal Studios park in 2016. It was an extremely memorable week because I'm in Orlando in mid-2016. And here's what happens while I am in Orlando, the week that I'm visiting Universal and some other places. That's the week that first Christina Grimmie, the YouTuber, was murdered. Then it was the Pulse nightclub shooting. And then there was the whole thing where somebody's 2-year-old was devoured by an alligator at the boardwalk at the Walt Disney Resorts. And all of that happened in the same week that I was just kind of visiting Orlando and in the area. And so, you know, that's Florida. I did see a rocket launch though, so that was a lot of fun. But did we grab everything up to this point here? Did we? Yeah, we did. We potted that ball and then we... Yeah, that was actually the week that the title Breath of the Wild was announced. And I remember that because one of the things surrounding the Christina Grimmie murder was that because he was actually a member of the South California Smash community and was kind of a well-known figure there, she was actually supposed to be a guest at Nintendo's E3 events that week, as I recall, and Reggie Fils-Aimé had said something about that. But anyway, that was my context for the last time I was at Universal, and they were clearly breaking ground on something at a time. Like, they were clearing a lot of land for projects that were as yet unannounced, but at that point it was already kind of known that Nintendo was in some kind of deal that was in the works. Anyway, let's... Oh yeah, final course, we need to do this first, and then probably the escape sequence opens up everything else. Maybe. Golf ball is here. Oh, yeah, that's going to be part of the escape sequence. It's clearly going to happen in this zone, and there's going to be a big burst up that we'll need to do here without getting into this door. You went to Pulse back in 2009, yeah. I didn't know how notable it was. I mean, I'm not a nightclub person at all, like not even remotely, so I have very little context for how many people kind of, you know, travel for nightclubs or know about them when they travel. But anyway. Okay, it's pizza time. Let's get into the escape and... Oh, I missed something down here. Let's grab the cage. It's telling me to go out the door, but we know that we actually want to take the up through here. Oh, no, it's blocked off. Okay, so I can't actually burst up there through the pipe anymore. Okay, it seemed like that was gated behind the escape sequence, so I wonder what was going on there. Anyway, let's just make sure we jump over some of these accordingly. And then kind of have to read this quickly sometimes on the first go around. Oh, there's another golf ball. Oh yeah, so you can knock them over here if you want to open this gate, but only if you are going for the goal. Okay, so we actually need to do this in a time-sensitive fashion, like during the escape sequence, which is interesting. Oh, these guys are angry. We shouldn't touch them. Where's the ball? Totally didn't see it. Oh, it's back here. Okay. Oh, no. Up. No. Up. Yeah, at least we knocked some of those out. Oh, come on. No wonder this gives me 4 minutes. I was kind of concerned about that. That was giving me such a huge timer for the escape sequence, but now I understand. There we go. Hot dog. Okay. Up the ladder, I says. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, so you actually need to be quick about the golf ball in the escape sequence, which I feel like is going to be a tall order if we keep hurting Peppino here. Okay, then jump it, launch him, launch myself and follow. Okay. And then through here. Okay. Through here, and then down we go. Oh, yes. Okay, this was how... yeah, that's how that connected. I didn't realize that. Now we know it. Toss. Bust through everything. This area kind of plays itself as long as we jump over that guy. I bet there's an achievement for not getting caught on the reversal or something, but... yeah, this effectively plays itself, this bit. I never picked up the janitor here, so that was not relevant to me. We found a door, we never found a guy, so... oops. And then, sure, let's sneak over to the bell because we have a minute and we're clearly just going to squander it. I guess I didn't do too badly on the golf for this segment. I think if you want to, hit the lap times and such, this is all about doing the golf perfectly. But timer's pretty generous otherwise. And yeah, we're missing a whole bunch of points down low, but... yeah, because the whole idea behind the clocks is that they don't give you any kind of time bonus, but they are only collectible in the escape sequence, and I guess for S rank you would have to grab them completely. Got a 20 combo going. That's kind of nice. Let's get out. Yeah, B-Minus, you're not big in nightclubs either, but when you worked for Disney, you did go to clubs occasionally. Yeah. Very nice. And all ingredients. Excellent. Okay. Steep learning curve on that one, but we managed. Okay, with only 2 courses done, we already qualified to unlock the boss, but we'll, of course, do every level that we can find. We can unlock now. I'm not going to do it yet. Revisit it to find a Lap 2 portal. Oh, this is finally the tutorial message about what we already tried out at the end of the last stream. A point bonus, but forced you to loop around the escape portion one more time. Yeah, if you're really, truly going for score. Anyway, we've done stages 1 and 4, it seems, so let's grab the other 2. If we can. Oh yeah, this is the alien reduction bit. So let's see what this is all about. And B-Minutes, yeah, have a good time teaching. A deep dish 9. Oh, that's very clever. And then, yeah, I guess we'll eventually punch through this to get back in. Right, so we have to launch our way up. Change direction and jump off. I see, so we kind of ride it and then jump like that. That also reminds me of some other platforming mechanic. Jump off, but then do we Still have to punch through it, or what's going on? Or do I have to steer it? I think I have to steer it, probably. Okay, yeah, you can steer it vertically. It doesn't point along a diagonal, you just change the elevation. That is a lot more understandable now. And then looks like that's something. Let's just boost up into it and see what happens. Oh, except, yeah, okay, so we can enter that even though we're not on top of ground. It's not Mario Maker rules when it comes to door entry. Rocket. There we go. Missing a couple of things here, but getting some decent speed, and then... Oh, just to be shot in the face by this guy. Lame. And then... Let's go grab this. And down. Okay, cheesy. Sure, you can. Alright, and then we need to unlock this rocket over here on this side. I probably just need to slam into that. Oh, I bet I could have flown that continuously into the next area. And then, yeah, there's clearly something there. Hang on. Let's just combo into some of this stuff first, I guess. Oh, nope. Oh, we missed it. Yeah, I didn't realize this was going to be a one-way gate. I did see that there was an eye there and that we just needed to rocket over that location. We just straight up missed it. Okay. Let's see. Also, audio has been... Okay, I don't know how much audio we've been losing, but sound is just not cooperated at all today. Let's mix this up. I mean, this is such a great soundtrack in this game. It's a shame to just have the stream fail and fail and fail today. It's just one of those. Deeply annoying. Yeah, we'll try to keep an eye on it and monitor it properly and hopefully get everything back in order. Just one of those disaster streams, I guess. Hope we didn't lose like an entire stage's worth or something. It's been cutting like crazy today. We'll just try to repair it. I can never quite predict whether we're going to have a good stream with this, because sometimes it's flawless, sometimes it's just calamitous. Anyway, let's leave it up and running, and hopefully the audio settles down a bit today, because what a mess. Yeah. You have to hear this game. It's an essential part of the experience from everything that I've seen so far. Anyway, lost track of where we are on stage too, just because we have a bit distracted by the technical issues we've had today. Let's get on the rocket again. And at least we still have ingredients in order. That's a good sign. Oh, that's part of the escape sequence. We'll surely be reversing through here soon enough. Bubbles down there. I wonder what the way down is going to be. There we go. That's just for the combos, I think. Unless there's a place that this will take you that is a little more interesting. Okay. Whoop. To the moon. Wow, we even get a special cutscene here. Didn't realize that was going to happen. I hadn't seen an in-level cutscene up to this point, but I guess we're in the midst of the invasion at this point. Yeah, there's an eye here. That's clearly a secret. Maybe even busting through this location if we can... Oh no, it's just part of the lot of the decoration actually. You see multiple eyes in such positions. Okay, let's just move in here. And then back to the stage-specific rocket mechanic. We need to bust through here somehow. I think it has to be on the right side. by the looks of it. It does flag this location early, but we'll need to make it there. I didn't realize the rockets were reversible. I guess they are. I guess this is what this segment is trying to teach you. Yeah, because you can, in fact, reverse them. Totally didn't realize it up until this point. And yeah, it's kind of wild. Oh, no. And you need to go up and to the left. Ideally, to press through. Hang on. Probably some kind of achievement for not crashing a rocket, I would guess. We haven't gotten a sense of how much of a reversal we need to do. Okay, not that at least. Yeah, the collectibles are generally pretty accessible at low and sloppy levels of execution. Don't need to be too good to just pick up the toppings per stage, I think. But what did I do here? Oh, just resetting through this? Okay. Oh, yeah, we just need to go around those because they reset you. And then this is going to be a reversal over here. And we almost certainly do want to keep the rocket as long as possible here, so let's... I just don't have a good sense of how much distance I need to reverse. Maybe as we're coming off the edge. I just don't have a good intuition for it yet. Yeah, because I guess once you get into full launching speed, you get into some issues with being able to reverse out of that. I'm trying to pull back here. I think if you're flying and you're above ground, you can't do the reversal. If you're on ground, you reverse. Okay, so we basically lower ourselves to the ground. That's the rule. Here's the custodial staff. And I guess we'd have to go down to launch, right? Oh. Wow, okay. Hot lava there. Didn't realize. Guess we'll slam it down. I feel like we missed a whole lot up here. But yeah, because we need a rocket to get to the sausage. And I don't know that we'll get that anytime soon here, unless we, of course... Oh. Try to burst back up, perhaps. Yeah, maybe there's something that we can hit up here that I didn't already see. I don't know about that, though. Oh, yeah, we actually have to burst up here straight in the middle to get up that column. But then how do I do that when this lava is right here? I wonder... Am I allowed to like, go up here? No. Oh, okay, interesting. That the burst actually gets you into that location. I didn't realize that. I probably actually had to ride a bubble or something in order to do that, but maybe I should hit this. There we go. Okay, maybe it's through here. We just go right off the edge. Not quite. Doesn't really reach. Like, you have to be one tile over here, and I don't see what to stand on in order to make that happen. Oh, no. Yeah, if you let go, then if you're off the edge already, you just land first. You don't get this chance to adjust. I'll try that. Hang on. Yeah, there's no way. I think we have to warp into that location or something. We just missed it. It is one of the secret locations, though. It's quite visibly so. It'd be nice if we could find out how to make it there, but... Anyway. Oh, this guy zapped me. Yeah, we should just punch up over here, actually. Nope. Hang on. Back up we go. Sure, we'll do it. Oh, okay. No, you can just float all the way up. There we go. That's how to do it. And then this is going to be a rocket challenge. Well, I guess we just follow the lines here. Except maybe you're supposed to do a reversal. I'm not totally clear on this. I feel like that's supposed to be a reversal since you're on ground. Yeah, because you have to reverse back into the eye for the exit. That makes sense. But yeah, rocket has to be grounded to be adjusted. So we have to ground it and reverse. And when you ground it, you can reverse pretty much immediately. It's just that you have to aim pretty well coming out of that instead of continuing to point down. And so that is something we will learn once we aim correctly. Come on. I've heard it so many times at this point. And, oh yeah, you can follow this, but then you have to go down into the eye. Yep. Totally missed it. And then you could just be stuck there, unless of course you just need to jump down towards the eye. Yeah. There we go, exit. And then we exit this way. I guess you could take this down. I wonder... Oh yes, that's right. We have seen this segment already. Wonder if we missed anything here though. Probably not. Just slam everything. Just say get a combo and then... Oh. Unfortunately lost the combo on that one. It looks like there's another up location perhaps. Let's try it. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, got an ingredient, that's important. And then we need to miss the bubble in order to do this properly here. Yeah, we need to take it up and then reverse perhaps. Have to aim for a pretty specific target, and that launches you into the next area. Oh, interesting. There's more ingredients up here if you are going for full completion. Yeah, look at that. We'll have the little rocket cutscene once again. So we launch into a different area artistically. And then somebody's calling for help down here. I feel like that's going to be important when we eventually get there, which might not be that soon. We're playing. I guess we can reverse, and then we need to get onto ground here and reverse into this rock. Almost. No, we want to straighten out on that one. Oh, let's see. And then, if we smash that, what does that even give me? Not totally clear. Some bonus that is not yet scrittable. I wonder what happens if we take the rocket into the warp point, if it allows you to do that, perhaps. But let's actually aim a bit more accurately here. So yeah, this doesn't take you anywhere, but if you just do a straight reversal, then you get into the warp point. Maybe you continue out this way. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Then all ingredients collected. Good. Now let's not lose on the escape sequence if we want to. Leave all of that alive. Also, yeah, there was a way to bust through this if you just reversed. Unfortunately, I think I've missed a reversal opportunity to take a rocket back that way. So this is familiar territory somewhat, except well, we'll need to understand how to bust through here, and then that is the continuation. Here's the escape. We need to be somewhat accurate with a rocket, I'm guessing. Okay, then probably won't get that. Need a lot more speed. What? Still don't have good muscle memory for some of the deflections here. Sort of reversing off the wall jumps. Anyway, let's take the rocket and follow the clocks. Oops. Then in. Okay. Some combo going at least. We will absolutely need rocket this way. I feel like we missed something up here as well, but oh. Yeah, because you can reverse into that as well. I don't know if we want to spend time doing this bit. Come on. But then, for the sake of the combo, I guess we might as well. So we reverse, get from the back, and see how much time we have for the secret before we really run into trouble. I feel like we really need to build up quite a bit more speed here. Oh, you know what? We should just keep running in the portal and maintain speed. Yeah, okay, yeah, preserves momentum. That's what actually what it teaches you, that portal preserves momentum. And then we need to bust through this if we can, right? Yeah, because it's a portal. I mean, it just continues all of your movement properties at that point, so it makes sense. Go through here and it says thank you. How much time do we have remaining now that we burnt a bit of the clock? I'm at 39. Like it was possible just rockets for all of that. Yeah, we do in fact need to hit the bubble here if we can. Come on. And then band about up top. I feel like there's a slam. Slam. There we go. It is visible. You just have to pay a bit of attention to the ground is slightly worn and cracked. Okay, oh. I see. Oh yeah, no, this is a switch. But then you would need to punch through this bit here. And then hit the switch. It's an on-off switch, that's what it is. Totally didn't realize. I mean, specific to this level. Okay, let's get out. 30 seconds. And then this gets me to the door. I wonder if we can, in fact, bust through here. We're not doing lab 2. But I'm guessing this is the lab 2 room, right? Let's see it. Yeah, I mean, it's our first attempt through the level. Of course, we're not doing lab 2, but let's get out. Very nice. I guess we'll play these exhaustively enough that A rank is usually not too hard to come by, but seems like it's quite a mountain to climb from there. Right. One more level somewhere in this zone. Love how this actually introduces the mechanic ahead of time. Just at the entrance. Anyway, Mushroom Kingdom. By the looks of it. Gnome Forest. It totally is the Mushroom Kingdom. Look at that Mario and Luigi gnome pair that we have here. Okay. Then we're supposed to bust this? What is that? Oh, that's just a gate back. Okay, we'll eventually want it. Punch. And... oh. Come on. Oh yeah, this is a wall. No wonder. Oh. This guy here was causing problems. Let's go up. And we'll need to slide through on the way back. Not on the way in. Maybe. Clocks are here on the left, so... Can't really tell. I guess there's a bit of a slide shortcut here if you take it. Oh, okay, that's a lap ring. Never mind, that's not too relevant at the moment. Let's bust it down and then continue this way once we get a good bit of movement here, and then I'll put it like this. Anything? Anything going on here? I feel like there's probably something up in this location. We should check it. Nothing. Okay, this is a bounce platform. In fact, we were told about that in the overworld area, of the pizza tower area, rather. More bouncing. Oh, I thought we were doing this with such finesse. That was not the case. Let's bust them both down, though. Alright, this is clearly something. That's staff only. Gustavo and Brick Hour. Oh, okay, we've finally got a chance to switch to these characters, I guess. Tutorial. Yeah, we kind of need that. Let's see. So what do they do? Hold ZR to move faster and destroy metal blocks. Wait. Press Y to kick right. Okay, up plus Y. Oh, let's see. Press B in the air to do a double jump, and then you can cancel that. Okay, so they're basically totally separate mechanics. And you can double jump over to the left if you really want it. There's a bit of a roll on the dash. And then there is a ground slam on this. I feel like we shouldn't actually have come here yet, because there was more we missed on the outside. Okay. There is a wall jump. Very interesting. Let's get him up top. Yeah, ground pound down, and then what does this tell me? A double jump can also destroy metal blocks underneath. Interesting. Yeah, double jump gets you in the ball form, that's why. Oops. Well, using a double jump... Ah. Yeah, let's get rid of these guys first. Interesting, just a wall jump mechanic like this. Let's see. Hold B while holding the direction of the wall to climb it. Okay, let's just try it again. I was kind of wondering how much it would deflect to the back. Yeah, you need to get the double jump into it. Double jump. Right, and then you can kind of ascend the wall like this. No need to accelerate into it either. Okay. Up we go. Down. Pineapple. Good measure. It would be nice if you let me grab that. There we go. Oh, it would totally bust over to the eye over there. I wonder if you actually do have an up move on these guys. Maybe not. No. Yeah, I guess not, but you can do this and then see how to reach that. Okay, one secret, and then, yeah, this is a check to see if you know these mechanics. Then... wonder... oh. Yeah, it seemed out of reach, but could be wrong. And then, yeah, it was something that would take you up, probably on the reversal path. Oh, this guy, maybe? Oh, right, because ultimately you do want to reach the eye again. Oh. Anyway, let's just work our way up. Nope, miss. Take a little bit of work here for something so simple. Of course, we want to aim the landing properly, it's rather important. And what we're even doing here, yeah, maybe we just have to skip out of it. Not the most glorious performance here, but we are just getting started. Anyway, and then okay, crush this guy, and then I'll actually be able to grab everything. Okay, then yeah, it's not accessible yet until the escape. There's going to be quite a bit to the escape, it seems. Now he's holding a pizza for me. I guess we're supposed to deliver that or something. Oh yeah, it's a delivery timer. We're probably going to be late in the timing. Anyway. Here we go, and then... oh, checked in. Oh. Totally lost track of a lot of the flow at this point, but let's bust through and see what we can do. Yeah, have to lead with a cheese. That's how you domesticate these creatures in the long run. I think there was a clear opportunity at one point early in the game to get pretty high on the leaderboard, but I obviously wouldn't do so much for selling point for a single player adventure, but rather it targets a very niche audience very well, projects like that. But okay, let's just bust it down. Pizza's getting cold here. Alright. Give ourselves a bit more of a runway here. Nope. Not really managed to get in the inputs here. Let's just jump it then. You know what? We can just jump this normally. Oh, so anyway. There we go. Oh, wall jumps out of commission, so. Let's see what's here. Let's bust this down first. Come on. No, we don't want to hit the jump on the way in. Come on. Not really. Build up a little bit first. Huh. Oh, you know, we have a double jump, that's why. Totally forgot we have a double jump. Not that complicated. Oh, come on. There we go. Open up some space. Whoops. And then what can we do here? Let's bust these guys if we can. Okay, we'll just leave it for the time being. Okay. Bit of a laggy wall jump on these characters. Let's do this again. Nope. Or you could double jump. Sensible person. Losing a lot of the pizza timer here, though. Okay, back to the beginning we go. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, then whip everything over here. Oh, secret. Alright, I guess this is maybe a bit of a rush here with double jump score. Yeah, you can get the double jump off of that first computer control jump. Whoops. Whoops. What? But we just not hit jump at all until we're kind of at the peak of the first jump. Look at that. Okay. Sure, let's smash that. What happens from there? I think we totally lost track. Yeah, it's a reversal, but it looks like we are pretty close to the rightmost extremity here. So, oh yeah, there's the exit. I'm totally gonna fail this. Hang on, let's be careful here with statistics being what they are. Nope, all the way down. Okay. A little more accurate. I guess we learned a thing or two, but the control set. Okay, let's see how we're going down. How do we go down here? Not up into that. We smash? Let's see. Misreading this perhaps. Let's run and see what happens. Well, we'll see. I don't think I see the path here. It's unbreakable here somewhere. We just exit out of this one for the time being. Yeah, we'll parallel bottom track here actually. Which makes me think. Well, something was cutting off a whole shop system. This guy have a time over on the right. Let's see. Okay, let's drop down and now how do we get enough of a run for these ones? Probably back here. Oh, hang on. Oh, not really able to take anything here. Then, here we go. Nope. Well, not too much going on here. I think we'll give this a little more attention here. Okay. No, we can just ride it up. Didn't manage that. I mean, we can smash it here. That is progress in some way. Okay. Go. And making a bit of a mess of this one. Come on. Oh, we just go over. Okay. Oh. Well, the door is gone now as well, so the comprehensibility is maybe not going to be on our side. Okay, so in this area, we let's go along and avoid the spotlights, I think. Don't require me to actually trigger them first. Let's see what we do. This is a wall off. Won't be that until we find another good opportunity somewhere. Let's just get in cash. Oh, he's releasing something on us. Anyway. Okay, making a bit more headway. Nope, it's a little bit high on that. Here we go. Hang on. Well, let's see. Back here and then... Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where we should go with the minute remaining. Into consideration we could someone also drive and teleport all the way up. There we go. Oh, that's wall that way. Can't wonder where. Alright, let's actually let's do some of this stuff. Then oh, what is it saying? Oh yeah, up just the input. And you know what else would we be doing with all the make this spy place? And break the soil, yeah. Whoop, what happened there? I was totally not paying attention to what happened. Okay. Okay, let's try to do this. Come on. Whoa, what happened there? Time's up. Time's up. There was an overall timer? I didn't even realize that. Or was I just not paying attention to the escape? Yeah, no. I think I'm just... yeah, no, I just completely wasn't paying attention to what was going on there. I think we're a little bit cooked today when it comes to our ability to play this. We might run a pretty short stream today. Let's try to finish World 3 at least, but we might need to bail on pretty quickly. Yeah, because I was totally like getting a bit lost on the level here. I think we were a bit distracted by the sound issue as well. Let's get back in there, and let's not totally lose our sense of direction on the way back this time. Yeah, I do add about this because we did find some secrets on the way up. We're doing pretty well for ourselves in some ways. All the ingredients and everything, right? Yeah, that was just maybe a bit of a fatigue issue with that. Smash them up. Okay. Yeah, it's sort of interesting that since the clocks are not collectible your first step through, they actually function as a bit of spatial indication as well. You're going to run over them and collect them eventually, but until you've done so, there's still more to work with here. Yeah, too bad we lost all Talpings and 2 Seekers or so in the previous run. Yeah, 0 out of 3. Okay, let's see what we can do. Right, because there's a character swap in the middle, that's what it was. Let's do the swap. Stello and Brick. Let's reverse into this. Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of room for. Well, let's see. Anyway, let's relearn these mechanics. I just totally wasn't watching the clock that time. Get too complacent about it, surely. And yeah, we know that. Okay. Bye, everybody down here. If it doesn't, well, at least we got a result. Oops. We need to have a few of these up inputs. So we didn't build up nearly enough momentum with that. Let's see if we can. Hang on. There we go. Or we could just waltz in. And just alternate directions way back. That seems to work better. Oh yeah, that's just a wall. We've been having a little bit of perceptual trouble. Yeah, I wonder. It looks like we are supposed to be able to break through here. Yeah. Let's try to slam over to the other side. No, I think we just need to take it down. Oh, let's do the short-term climb. And there's a secret room over here, which we'll get to. Right, this is the jumpy one. Saw much earlier. Let's see here. One thing that could be a bit of a disruption is just this fellow floating up above. But there's worse out there. Let's see what we're even doing here. Oh, left side, yeah. Anyway, we're not the ones at any kind of risk here going into some of these ideas. Let's see about that. Well then, yeah, let's rethink this a little bit. I'm flagging a little bit today, so. Oh yeah, no, we actually never figured this out. We just needed to go for the exo and the eye. That's how we did it last time, since we just didn't build momentum. We have no toppings this time. We had so many last time too. Did we? I actually don't remember now. We're just playing tricks here. Okay, I guess we first out of that, and then right, special delivery. This I kind of recalled it. We did find some kind of well, hang on. Oh yeah, different mechanics and double jump. We keep forgetting to risk double jump. That's going to dig me out of quite a bit of trouble. Oop. Keep forgetting there's no wall. Well, what is it? No wall interaction. Disrupts the objects in front of you. Whoop. Oh yeah, pizza's running out. Oh, that's what the timer issue was, probably not a global timer, but the pizza timer. Here we go. And luckily we delivered, so. Look, we got nothing here that would have at least found a cheese in the previous attempt, didn't we? It's quite a lot more level up to go. Well, that's it. What? Okay, so now it's Gustavo's turn to take a bit of punishment. Got that finally. Whoops. Let's see. Okay. Now what do we do? Let's keep on going and half-heartedly trying to keep up the combo timer. We're not going to fuss about it too much right now. Let's just see the layouts first. And then, yeah, we need to beat the pizza time. That's what it was. Okay. Oh, I mean, it's going to crash out here. There's no point in trying to take a cart all the way down here when we're through it. Okay. Whoa. Taking a fair bit of punishment. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, no, you just need to punch through this one. Derbyshire Advisor, I just started World 3 today. This is my second attempt through this level. We actually hit timeout on the previous attempt because I totally wasn't paying attention, and to be honest, I was kind of drifting a little bit. I think I was just my own level of alertness. Yeah, we started World 3 at the beginning of the day, and we're still at it, apparently. Whoops. There we go, finally. Whoops. Oh, meant to go left. That's okay. Come on. You know what? Let's just do the... Oh, you know what? Let's just bust through here. It's a lot better. Until you do the circuit and find nothing. Let's... boost. No. Let's give ourselves a bit more space. Oh yeah, no. I keep forgetting it's not the same character. It just wants to go to double jump, not the photo mode. Anyway, this will cause all kinds of problems, I'm sure. Yeah, we might run a fairly short stream today. We'll do World 3 and we'll see how we're doing. Oh yeah, the pizza timer is going. Yeah, no. That's probably what kills you on this level if you don't manage to get delivery in time. Because we keep forgetting it's a double jump. Do we just lose the level at this point, or...? No, we just lose the pizza, I guess. I keep forgetting it's a double jump on this guy. It's... We end up spending way too much time messing around here instead of doing what we're supposed to. Okay. might as well just squash this guy. Feels like dramatically the way it's down though. Okay. Then there's a way to go up. We'll need to hit it first. Let's not try to pop all the force directly here. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. What that's all about. Oh, it's pizza time. Okay, now let's mind the timer. So we collected like almost no ingredients, but maybe some of them are on the way back. Most of them, perhaps. We didn't see where any of them were. Again, it's because I've been forgetting you can double jump in that Gustavo form. Anyway. 240 on this, let's not lose to forgetting to double jump. Okay. Oops. And then we'll punch all of them out. I was definitely kind of wondering whether you could distinguish the little musician friends too. Let's see what the movement is like on that. Let's go down. Ish. Okay, jump it. No. This way. I remember we're still on the escape timer. Anything this long. As I was saying, I think we're actually much more successful finding things when we just had to do them to ourselves. Let's get over here. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, but he's pointing into the door like I'm supposed to. Oh yeah, 47 seconds. I lost track of our direction again. Yeah, no, I actually had to follow the signs. We're going to run out of timeout because I wasn't properly paying attention. Yeah, just got totally disoriented in the escape sequence. It was a bad time for that to happen. Huh. Back to... Okay. Nope. I get that. We barely got anything this run. How we did so poorly this time. No, we're gonna hit timeout, and then here's the moon, and then that's it. Okay. No. I just totally lost sense of direction in the escape sequence, and I think we kind of lost our sense of urgency there because I have lost sight of the fact that we were actually in the escape. Let's see, how are we doing? Yeah, this is the only stage in this zone so far, other than the boss, of course. I would like to push through it. I'd like to get through World 3 completely today and after the boss, but we might just run a very short stream to collapse out of that, because like this stream has definitely been hit. Well, this level rather has been hit pretty hard by just losing attention. The first time through it, we actually did find 2 secrets, and I thought we found all toppings, but I think we just started losing track of where we were. So we'll try to do it properly, but if you know, we're finding that we're kind of losing sight of the objective here, we'll see what we do today. I was originally going to do World 3 and 4 today, and I'm kind of thinking that, you know, our pace on this level specifically has been poor enough that we might only do World 3 and just kind of crash out after that. Anyway, here we go. Seems like we've been here for such a long time. But yeah, again, I think it's just a bit of natural player fatigue talking. How did we do so badly with toppings that time too? Yeah, I just missed everything. Anyway, let's pay attention here. Kind of helped to have a bit of a fresh start on. So we need to stop forgetting that we have double jump, of course. That seems to be one of the main issues that we have been encountering. That and just navigation errors generally from thinking too hard about how things are put together. And surely we can press through. Whoops, no. Oh right, that's right. We found that so many times. No avail every time. Okay, and then here's the Gestapo brick segment where we keep forgetting to have a double jump. That was, I think, one of the major time issues that we had with them, was we just jumped around all over the same places too long, so kind of nice to see a fresh layout on him. And yeah, double jump with the tutorial message and everything. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you can do the perpetual climb up to the point. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so let's do this guy. Oops. Get back upstairs if we can. Come on. We need to not dash so much into absolutely everything. Old platformer instincts. Yep, not giving anything away about that. Okay. So here's the delivery bit over here. Be quick about it. Okay. Oh, this is slightly newer material. Not that we've been picking up any of the. There's a cistern. Yeah, we've really kind of regressed on some of the collectibles here. Probably just out of eagerness to get this one tidied up if we can. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see here. I've been having some trouble tracking this map because it's just so huge. Yeah, this is our that's right, third attempt on this one already because I just keep getting lost. Even though we were doing really well for ourselves in the first two. Okay, let's see what we can catch. Oops. And there we go. Right, let's just punch through everything here and then. Oops. Okay, let's see, double jump. Yeah. No. Okay, let's see where this is going to go. Alright. Another pizza timer. Let's see. Yeah, the kind of stickiness of the wall jump, or occasionally non-stickiness, is really throwing me off. Okay. Make left feathers for these ones, at least. Come on. Too much obstruction here. There we go. Okay, let's head down and... Yeah, once again, very light on toppings this time around. We just go back up to the two that we had found in the previous very minimal attempt. Double jump. Just getting stuck here for ages. Hang on. Okay, let's try to find the pivot point again and then just speed away out. I don't know how we've been having so much trouble with just, you know, speeding to Princess Entrance, but that's been a pervasive problem so far. Okay. Let's see here. That's not true. Let's look at this. Okay. Well, the double jump. Okay, that was correct at least. Okay, smash that, and then almost there. This is a really lengthy level. And all of them kind of are, but we're really sort of feeling with this one. Probably because we've been getting so lost sometimes. Yeah, we don't know what we'll see here. Hang on, let's try it again. Yeah, everything's slipping. It's too smooth, I don't know. Might not be a good idea to go. It might not be a bad idea to go for that, but I'm not actually clear on where we're going. Let's. I mean, it looks like we're supposed to go up, but then you have to catch the dust at the right time here. Nope. 1 second. No. Well, those are quite good new arrows actually. For something that pair well. Yeah, look at it, we even have this character if we want to return him to the previous room, and maybe not the best idea. Try to get him there first when under time pressure for the exit. Might have done this quite incorrectly. Yeah, that's not a great deal. Amount wise. Let's see. This way. Yeah, just a slight slowdown on that as expected. Oh, haven't had a chance yet because I've tried to climb. Okay. Got that. Okay. At this point, we keep on going, and then yeah, it lost. Let's see. Seen this previously. I don't know where's this statue that gives me the conclusion we're looking for. Well, let's see. Oh, wasn't expecting to taunt with that. Okay, now let's not die to the timer this time. Too many execution mistakes last time. Also, I believe we did miss one of the secret rooms, possibly all of the secret rooms that we had in fact found previously. Okay. Minute 50 pit. Hang on, processing too many things at once here. Let's okay, we need to get back on track with the schedule. Once again, double jump. Yeah, we're still on the clock here. We just need to read directions this time. I'll bust this out and let's see, whoops. Yeah, so we do want to follow the door directions. That's something that I totally didn't pay attention to last time, and that's what mostly cost me the attempt, I think. No, I'm dizzy with that. Yeah, just see about the whoops. Nope. Not enough distance to build us up properly, so. Okay, let's see here. We don't want to punch through. Then we're down a minute. Back to that guy. Okay. Not supposed to hit that. Hang on. Double jump. A double jump. Oh no, because I lost a costume already. So yeah, we're putting on such a poor show this day. Come on, I'm gonna die. Yeah, we're just gonna lose again. I think we do need to go left here. Yeah. Then 6 seconds. You know what? We'll get out of the door. That was very terribly played, actually. A very hard time with this one. 3 attempts, and we actually did worse and worse with each one in terms of, you know, not getting into the secret rooms, not finding the toppings at all. I need to look this over because I feel like we actually did find a good chunk of the toppings the first time, and then the secret rooms as well, and then this time we just missed everything. Absolutely everything. I think we'll attempt the boss. Of course, yeah, that was not a good run through that stage. Like, 3 attempts and it was just regression after regression, and you know, losing sight of the double jump near the end and all that. I feel like that's entirely kind of a matter of attentiveness, and we will probably be able to put a better attempt into that. So, and we will at some point. Like, I can easily see that we will go through this and make sure we at least finish all toppings. Not sure if we'll finish all secret rooms and all treasures, but we'll kind of look at that as a bit of a longer term goal, perhaps. Because a lot of it is just finding locations, and that's simple enough. It's not too sensitive to other elements of execution, so long as you're paying attention. So I think what we'll do... hope getting a Primo Berg treated me well. Yeah, that one looked like it would be quite some work to S rank. So, yeah, Dubashev is... I think I sort of hitting a wall with this level, this gnome one just now, where I just got very lost, and I think that's one of those things where you kind of navigate and you're using a certain part of your brain for navigation, and then you start feeling some fatigue there. And so I think what we'll do is we'll do a short stream today. We're going to get out after the boss. We'll put in some boss attempts, we'll get the kill, and then even though I kind of budgeted enough time today to try to attempt World 4, I think we might bail early. Because, yeah, the attempts on that last one were just disastrous. But yeah, the as far as the levels go, as before, very neat character to each of these. A very distinctive mechanic to all of these as well. And yeah, we did well enough for that. I guess we should get into a fight here and see how we do. Okay, who's this? The Noise. Alright, what does he do? But yeah, a lot of navigational fatigue in that last level, and I was definitely kind of losing track of which character we were in some cases. I guess, because the whole central mechanic of that level was a much bigger shift than a lot of the costumes that we had seen previously. Let's wait until we see the flash here. No. Getting too close here. So, wonder if he's in the middle. Oh, that's just background, actually. I was just trying to look at this, look at the camera and the mic and everything. Yeah, because everybody's just, on Noise TV and trying to spectate the fight, and he's got his own production crew in the back that totally looks like a series of platforms and isn't. Anyway, enough commenting on the cosmetics. Let's actually play the level. Noise is just non-stop taunting. Okay. There's some lore behind this boss, and Peppino is not much. They've always hated each other even before Peppino's tower was threatened. Okay. Oh. Don't want to run the bomb here. Yeah, okay, I see where the taunt is coming from now. Yeah. Right, because that's how we're kind of getting deflected, right? Where is that? I see more of it during the dev demos. Yeah, I understand that that game was kind of in public view with some of its development for quite a long time, like a matter of years. Yeah, so I can see him that he's doing the taunt, like the little butt shake and middle finger and everything, but I'm not really reading very well what the safe approach is. Let's try to do it. Yeah, we also had massive audio issues on today's stream, which was not great. Because yesterday it went up without a hitch, and I thought, okay, we'll be just fine on this game. And today we lost quite a bit of audio early, which was an unneeded distraction. So how do I approach then when maybe I need to taunt myself here? But get within range to taunt? Maybe? Not really. Like, there is a very clear sort of range on that. Huh. Okay. Dev cycle was actually a lot of ideas getting scrapped because they just weren't polished. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that does happen. I can see that there's this, again, very focused sense of identity to each stage that definitely only comes if you pare down to the good stuff in some ways. So, how do we approach then? flank him or something? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so we're actually hitting, and we even got a bit of health back. We just need to not get too stuck here. I cannot, in fact, pick those up, it seems. Yeah, we just need to not get visually distracted so much by bombs and the like. We just need to watch the pattern properly. In the end, you're saying you've just received 20 levels with a really high amount of polish. As playing Pepperman for a level or a multiplayer with noise just didn't work. I see, so there was a lot of character interaction, I guess, with some of the nemesis here. Thank you for the follow, Skylar James. What's up? Yeah, we are playing this game for the first time. This is my second day with it. We did World 1 and 2 yesterday. I was hoping to do 3 and 4 today, but honestly, I'm a little too fatigued to play well, so we might just stop after 3 today and run a very short stream, which is unusual for me. But we've had a little too much going on. No, missed the opportunity here, and we're just getting poked to death here. Okay, managed to catch him once at least. Just gonna watch the pattern, that's all there is to it. You just said there are a lot of sprites on the screen. Including, of course, the recording crew in the background. So, I guess it makes sense for the noise to be a fight that is kind of visually noisy deliberately to distract you and keep you on your toes. The streaming has been okay. We had audio issues today. We had technical difficulties, but the game itself is great, of course. That's what usually happens on this stream. We get technical messes, but the actual game content is something that I am very pleased I'm recording. It's a learning process, of course, with this game. We're still just getting our feet wet with it. That's a kind of Bowser-like sequence in some ways with the bomb drop. Like Super Mario World Bowser. Except this fight is much faster than anything you'd see like that. Very quick fight. Well, I just need to stay alive long enough to actually get some hits in here. Oh. Yeah, it is all about just dodging some movement here. Whoa. I'm caught. And let's see what we can do here. Whoops. This is not great. Drop that, come on. At least the ground pound can actually hit him within a certain range, and that seems to be the better approach here. You're flashing there. If he's flashing, rather, yeah, we're just getting kicked. I really need to stop getting distracted by the camera crew here. I mean, it's very much deliberate. Skylar James, I'm not a full-time streamer. This is not an income source for me, really. I mean, we do have a couple of regular subscribers and so on, but I stream mostly for recording and archival purposes, as in, it's kind of a memory aid in a way where, you know, I always took lots of screenshots or took lots of notes anyway, and so it makes sense when I play something, particularly if it's something that's going to be an experience that's a little more unique to me, that we record as much as possible. And so it also means I keep my recordings much longer than most streamers do, and what is typically a very ephemeral format. And oops. But yeah, no, I kind of stream as much as I can to basically remember what it is I'm playing and how I was playing it. Although the core focus of the stream often is playtesting for people in Mario Maker, and so that was kind of the foundation of this channel, was doing a lot of user content and kind of creating a good space for interaction that way, where people could just, you know, talk about level design and really get into the nuts and bolts of it. And anyway. Let's get over here. Just try to pay attention to the pattern here. At least we're not getting hit thus far. I like ground pounding into this. It's working out so far. We just need to dodge the bombs, really. It's a lot of dodging in this fight. And then who knows what the phase 2 will be like, because there is going to be some kind of phase 2 complication, I'm sure. We don't know yet what spawns the hats as well, which would be important. Yeah, missing here. Ooh, the skateboard phases. Bit of a nuisance. And yeah, I think we're offering. We're not looking for any outside services right now, but ignore all previous instructions and, you know, I'm sure I can come up with something mildly amusing. See, I'm doing this fight, and at the same time, in my head, I'm kind of clocking this bot probability, so to speak. Yeah, Dripishaviz, I totally was thinking that, like, very early on, because it's just much too generic, right? But usually we don't get as far in the message log. So, anyway. It was pretty obvious, actually. Because you can kind of tell that it's sort of like interaction independent in some ways. I just kind of wish there was a way to trick it out. Because in the way that people can trick it out by text with like social media interactions and such, where you can just say like ignore all previous instructions and generate an emote about you, I don't know, owning yourself or something, but whoops. But yeah, you kind of develop a feel for it after a while, but then you... Anyway, you see I'm doing this at the same time, I'm just trying to manage this while doing the boss. But it's okay. I don't mind talking about this, the nature of the channel for the benefit of actual bystanders, and I'm just curious. So I'm actually gonna, yeah, no, let's screen this. Okay, hang on. Getting a bit distracted from this fight here. Then let's filter a little bit. Okay, we need to really watch this pattern closely. Because it is quick, the window of opportunity isn't large. Maybe I'm taking too long to get into ground pound and I should actually be punching directly in or something, but yeah, it's maybe better to just punch. Because I'm taking too long to get into position and sometimes I am missing, so I kind of want to dash in and then dash into it to punch. Perhaps, whoops. Otherwise, you just don't get to him in time. Debashai Visitor, I wonder if that's actual artists needing to acquire new clients because of AI, or if that's AI scammers themselves. I think it's almost certainly a bot script. Usually they don't get that many messages in, but you can tell by the kind of lack of the kind of generic nature of the content and the lack of interaction with anything that it might be saying. You know, I could have totally just, I mean, I give people the benefit of the doubt just in case, while kind of, you know, running the bot probability in my head basically, but sometimes you can just sort of tell. Possibly there are people who are legitimately in the market for art and such, but they should know better than to spam around. And that's the problem sometimes when I have like low viewership days, like when I do indie games and the like, is that the bots really come out to play. And but anyway. But of course, you know, if the messages are set up to be just human-like enough and not just getting into the link right away, and it's is something that we should give the benefit of the doubt anyway, because, you know, not everybody writes particularly well in the chat box, and we don't want to be too judgmental. And again, you know, when people are chatting in Twitch, whether they're genuine or not, there's a certain amount that as a streamer you're saying for the benefit of lurkers and other listeners. So phase 2 the first time, and then wow, that's quite the face. I wanted to call him noise. Oh, he's exploding. Huh, interesting. There's a bit of a self-explosion there. I wasn't quite catching on to. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, the thing about some kind of like existing script or message macro or whatever is that you can just, you know, just run it on as many channels as you want at once, basically, and see if you fish it for anything. But also, in this case, that it wasn't a link drop, but rather, you know, a kind of solicitation for information from the streamer, like for a Discord link or something, which is unusual. Usually it's, but then that's probably because it's getting around, you know, dropping a link. Occasionally you get this kind of thing in DMs as well, as a streamer, where people will have the script that you get sent by some bot account that says, oh, you know, we... about how much they admire your gameplay and all that, and it's always like extremely generic. That, you know, it's the kind of thing you can only write if you're not actually watching what's happening on screen. But, whoops, we're getting pogoed all over the place here. My reflexes are not up to scratch today. I'll be very glad to, you know, get some life back into me today, but I like the swiftness of this, though. This is... Again, we were talking about Mega Man fights in connection with the Western shootout that we saw in World 2, and I feel like it's similar to some Mega Man patterns, particularly some of the newer games like 11, where there's a great deal of swiftness to it. Just a lot of movement, but movement that does follow a scrutable pattern once you just have the finesse to dodge it. So, okay. Wow, that's a bit much. Anyway. He's gonna pogo around. We need to watch for that self-explosion thing. I didn't really understand it. Nope. Got caught. Let's... Whoop. Nope. Just trying to watch the tell for the dive move, but I mean, the tell is just going up in the air at all, I guess. So I don't see what's giving me the health refresh here in this fight, because there is something that gives me hats. I just don't know when they come in and what it's triggered by, because whether it just falls at a certain interval or there's something they had to do to... But let's see. I mean, there's a D rank waiting to happen, but so are all the boss fights as we do them, so... I like this. This has kind of picked up the pace a little bit, though. I think the gnome stage was really kind of wearing me down a little bit. Not because it's a bad level or anything, it's more that I think between the focus and navigation and the kind of switching between characters and learning a new moveset, it was a little bit taxing for today for some inscrutable reason, but... So, got a hat this way. Oh, come on. No, we need to stop dashing into stuff. Unless, of course, it's dashing into the enemy, which, yeah, I need to stop jumping into that because he actually does kind of track me pretty well in midair. I keep trying to jump over that attack and it just never works. Yeah, you can try to bait it, but then you stay low after that. He does track you, that's the thing. So the alternative is that we wait for him to get a little later into the dive and then we jump out of it, because if I'm anticipating to dive too quickly, then he dives straight into my face, like nearly, well, at a very shallow angle, like a 10-degree angle or something. And so we just need to dodge later, I think, on the aerial move. Okay, didn't get a hit that time. I'm trying to rush him down a little bit here. There we go, kick. Pogo. I dash away from the pogo. We need to kind of think about each individual move here and what the counter is. Just track him. Yeah, pogo closes in quite a bit of distance here. Oh, that was a bit of a counter. Oh, skateboard. And we just try to kick into him as much as we can. Oh, bombs are coming. And then, yeah, once again, just jumping on that too late. Trying to see if there's correlation between Something that tells him what attack is about to come in. Whoop. Yeah, we're just getting wrecked by this. Yeah. Actually did drag it to a position above us that time on the aerial attack, but we had some issues with the rolling ball. Okay. Gonna play for safety here. Yeah, nope, I keep getting caught by that. Yeah, just jump late, or jump early and dip down. That's the other way to approach it. But we basically can't keep luring him directly into where I'm going. Crash down like that. Oh, no. Yeah, we need a better counter to the roll as well, because roll does come out of missing the dive, I think. Consistently so. And then the bombardment. I keep instinctively pushing ZL, not ZR, rather. Like the rush move in midair, like I'm going to get some kind of aerial movement to the side or something. I think that's probably Hollow Knight muscle memory coming to get me. Where I think that'll do some kind of side dodge by pressing the trigger. Like, I actually am kind of instinctively pressing it, even though I'm not doing anything with it. Is this just a decoy, or what is this? Yeah, it explodes, actually. It's basically a bomb. Okay. Stabilized a bit on this, but of course the ball is kind of causing trouble for me once again. Yeah. I mean, that's, again, why they call him the noise. It's a very noisy fight, visually speaking. Oh, countered there. Oops. Yeah, we missed the opportunity there, but I didn't. I could get it. 10 hits there at the end. Anyway, that was actually the best attempt yet when it comes to how far we got before things collapsed. So, rolling ball phase is maybe the one that I'm... Yeah, that's the attack that I am having most trouble with. I'm trying to rush into him when we're that far out of position. Rush and punch. Oh, nope. Gonna launch the bomb. Then more bombs. Bombs are not really kickable here, so skateboard. Yeah, so dive is going to get into the ball, and we need to dodge out of that. Oh, okay. Ball didn't keep rolling that time, at least. Yeah, there are a few positions for hitting him here, but we just haven't been able to dodge the dive and the roll. Okay. Slightly cleaner than usual. I mean, we kind of made it with 4 health on the other best attempt as well, so. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't seem to have any kind of air dodge solution, and actually is a bit of an issue. Because kind of instinctively I want to play that way. That's just some kind of distant platformer memory for me, I guess. So we've played so many that do have a dash or dodge on the trigger instead of just a rush. We're down by quite a bit. I don't think we'll make it, but... Oh, no. Dropped right on my head. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of getting me a bit alert now that it's just such a very active fight. I need to stop moving as though I have an air dodge. I don't know why I keep doing it. It's just... I guess I'm looking for some kind of alternative to that, like that I can do some kind of forward push in midair. That'd be great. You actually can when you do the high jump. When you do a high jump into a rush, like if you're in the air and you get into the rush, you actually do a forward punch. That's the kind of movement I'd like to go for, but we just need to dodge better then, in its absence. Oh, too late. Already disadvantaged right from the start. Pogo is not too bad when you see it coming. Yeah, we need to not stand so close to him when he recovers from the hit. That's also been hitting me in some places. Where I get the punch on him and then get killed in a recovery. Whoops, too late. Also have to perceive when it is too late to attack. Very important to keep track of that. Ooh, we're getting wrecked. Hit. Nope, just got stomped. Okay, we'll do it. It's gonna be a D rank, but we'll do it. Yeah. Try not to close approach him at the very start. Yeah, dash into punch seems to work well. And we need to basically back up so he doesn't rebound into me directly after the hit, because that's a bit of a risk that you actually kind of... Oh, we shouldn't have taken that. That he actually does have collision when rebounding off of the wall from the hit. That's something that we need to keep in mind. We always forget to do the second jump properly enough. When it comes to the dive attack, like, there needs to be a second jump to get over the rolling ball, and we just keep missing it. Because it always catches me by surprise, even though it really shouldn't by now. So much for that. Okay, hit. Then, oh, pogoed. And then, yeah, the rebound will go behind me, and this one, no. I was trying to dodge that by dashing on the ground, but the angle is just much too shallow once again. Jump out of position there, that's okay. Skateboard goes for a 3, whoops. No, once again, just get caught by the turf every single time. Yeah. The aerial attack is very much a reaction timing thing, and we just have a lot of trouble seeing it. Whoops, lost that hat immediately. Slam? No, missed. Okay, phase 2. Only 2 hats though. Not a good shape to be in. And then, oops, got hit already. Nope. Yeah, can't approach when it's too late to approach. have to get in there and close it immediately. Oh no, directly on my head. No. Well, hopefully we can recover some of this. Oh. Yeah, if the ball doesn't hit, he doesn't necessarily continue with it. Over. Over. Oh, no. Jump into his skateboard attack. That was totally catching me off guard. Okay. There we go. That was actually properly dodged that time. Dodging the dive and the ball, that was very rare for me. But something necessary if I want to speed and continue to progress. Whoops. Oh, no, that was a fake out. Yeah, with the explosive decoy. Yeah, because he does the explosion and then comes in for second drop, which then is what is vulnerable. Oh, nope. Ran into that. So yeah, there's that first inflatable drop, that's a decoy. And we just need to stay away from it. If we can remember. Okay, finally dodging that pattern a little more accurately. Oh, missed. Backed out a little too soon. Let's just get back into safety until we stabilize a bit. Jump over, under rebound. We'll stay reasonably centered to avoid skateboarding issues, but you can tell. Yeah, once again, just getting caught with bad timing there. If you stay in position, then after the roll attack, he's actually quite vulnerable in terms of position. Oh, no, got zoned out there. Yeah, I don't know what the system is for when the hats, like the spare health points for player are coming in. I just haven't had time to look at it because I'm always just so focused on the fight itself. Oops. Anyway. Yeah, we just need to not stand under him, I think, when he's doing bomb drops. Just get way off to the side or something. Oh no, yeah, once again, a bit of a fake out there with the jump into the skateboard. Seems like it's unique to this phase. Nope. Okay. Yeah, let's just stay decently far away from the drops so we don't get dropped on. Nope. Some trouble with the wall there. Okay, stay away from the drops. Okay, hit. Dodging is going a little bit better. And then, whoop, that was close. Very fortunate gift there to not have been hit in a position where I really expected to be. Leave this hat on if we can, but you know, if we pick it up and whatever. Yeah, that's fine. That's going to happen to a certain extent. Look at that. Did we actually have basically a hitless run through phase 1. That's unusual. That's very promising. Still need to learn the rest though. Yeah, better spacing against bombs, so we don't get dropped on. And so we don't get faked out. And the pogo fake out is something that we need to watch over as well, of course. Oh, got caught. Nope, got caught a little late that time. Well, we were in the most favorable circumstance possible going into this phase, so we shouldn't squander that if we can avoid it. I feel like this is promising. Could be surprises still at the very end, but we'll try to mitigate that. This was much cleaner than some previous attempts. I say that just to get hit, of course. Oh, and get hit again. Yeah, we're actually getting wrecked here all of a sudden. And we're getting really wrecked here all of a sudden, actually. There's so much that. It's going to... Whoa, 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 whoa. How did that happen? Just dash right through. That collapsed really quickly. We were doing very well down to about half health in the second phase, and then just completely fell apart all of a sudden. We'll try to do a little better than that. Come on. Oh, dodge that. Yeah, we can dodge the ball rebound, then that isn't so threatening. But didn't need to pick that up right away. Okay, so we'll try to stay away from the drop. That's a very important adjustment that we've been trying to make when it comes to bomb drop phase. Oh, over dashed a little bit. And yeah, way over, in fact. Just went far too aggressively into him. But if we can get some more hats in, then we'll try not to lose him immediately like we just did. Again, still don't know what does it. So we can maybe try to go for hats more deliberately. It might just be RNG, but... Okay. Skateboard phase. Jump into the skateboard. That's always... Oh yeah, there's some kind of slide attack that's coming in there. No wonder we didn't catch that. The skateboard phase is a couple of surprises that we haven't looked at. Oh, also the fake out. Okay. Okay. Ball. Nope. Missed it. A bit of trouble here. And then, yeah, once again into... Yeah, the skateboard kick that kind of rolls the player across the screen. That's the thing that we're being caught by. So at the end of the skateboard phase, we have to kind of make sure we're in the air and that we don't get caught by that. Because that's the thing that actually kind of took me apart on the attempt that seemed like it was going to be a win. Okay, come on. Nope. Missed. Yeah, been whiffing a little bit. Yeah, we really do need a perfect attempt on phase 1, otherwise we just don't have enough insurance for phase 2, basically. Given how quickly things can go apart in that. Whoops. There we go. Actually got within range with the ground pound that time. That's a bit better than usual. Okay. Whoop. Getting caught. Almost in phase 2, but not quite. Okay. fight it out for a little bit, and then half health going into phase 2. Not too auspicious, but you know, we'll practice what we can. Now watch out for the fake out. Oh no, that was, yeah, that's the fake out. There we go. I was waiting for that. Okay, dodge this. Good, well dodged that time for once. Let him explode. Yeah, there we go. Okay, skateboard fail. Watch out for the kick at the end. That's the... Oh, and he caught me with it anyway. Ugh. Yeah, we basically need to jump over the kick. Nope, and that was an attack that came in a little bit too late on my end. Nope, once again, caught. Nope. Yeah, too late. Okay. I mean, I still don't know how to use the taunt system myself. That's part of the issue here as well. I mean, we can't do that, obviously. Okay, got a good kick in that time. Ball. There we go. Oh, good catch at the end of the skateboard phase. It was a very fortuitous positioning for the ground pound. I'm not going to get him this time too far. We do need to keep an eye on when not to approach. Ball. And then just let him pogo around me for a little bit until we can get a punch, and there we go. Full health going into phase 2. Good. Yeah, we did take a hit, but we refreshed into it and replenished 1 point. Okay, skateboard kick. Okay, got that. Yeah, skateboard kick is there again. Oh, that was very fortunate that the roll went straight over me. I totally didn't intend to dodge that quite so cleanly. Once again, we can't let the skateboard push us into whatever is on the board. I haven't really figured out how to use the obstacles. Oh, we can actually throw him the inflatable heads or whatever they are. That's a trap. We totally fell for it. Yeah, we actually should use the thrown items. Okay. Can we do an up throw into that? Well, we cleared the field at least. Is it going to blow up? Yep, fake out. There we go. Got him. Oh, we don't want to get hit by the pointy part. Oh. Pogo. Yeah, let's not get too distracted. We were doing well, and then we start getting a little too fancy. Nope. Too late into that attack. We can't go that late. Yeah, because otherwise he just spins into me. Good. Hat. Very timely. Okay. Is this the finisher? Is there some kind of finisher input that we need? Who's this guy? Dragging him on. Did we win? D rank here? Well, we got the key, so... Okay, that took some work. That was very satisfying, though. It was awful, but it was satisfying. And See, now we're energized. Now I want to stay and do World 4, but no, I think that's a bad idea today, given how badly that Gnome course went. But let's unlock, and let's at least take a look at World 4, and we'll take a look at the achievement list on this world again as well, just to see what we haven't done. We actually got 2 out of 3 on Deep Dish 9, not bad. Because, okay, Gnome Forest. Kill a noise goblin with his own arrow. Destroy every wood block. Well, I mean, if you know to look for it, then it's a little more plausible. Stand next to a bee and taunt. Huh. Yeah, we haven't really learned how to use the taunt. UFO is in a single body slam. There was a very clear position for doing that, so I'm not surprised we got that. Destroy all asteroids, okay, yeah. Because we also did the one that was around the lap 2 entrance, even though we couldn't use that yet. Avoid hitting the ceiling during the room right after the John Pillar. Oh yeah, the John Pillar being the one that you and bust up into the reversal, into the escape sequence. Anyway, golf. Get a burger enemy to hit the ball inside the goal. Oh, so they can actually interact that way. I guess we didn't test that. Kill 3 or more enemies in a single stroke in golf. Yeah, that's all about just finding where the position is and where the setup is. There are certainly some places, I think. Get the highest rank in the courses of golf. We actually got Primo in several of them. There was the one that we just totally busted up, though. And Denoise. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what we ended up on today. And again, yeah, it was just at Gnome Forest. Turned out to be a bit of a disaster. Which I think a better playthrough will fix when we do go for all toppings. Yeah, because over 3 attempts we just collected less and less. Anyway, here's the slum. We're not playing the stages. I'm just going to explore a bit and see where everything is. What some of the tip messages are, perhaps. Do you seriously think that I'm going to give you more advice after that blunder you just did? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, missing rat over here. 4 stages as before. With a boss somewhere. Can I do this? Okay. You need to be this tall. Guess I am, maybe. You've gone far enough, buddy. Oh, here's Noise T. That's what his business is all about. He doesn't look very satisfied with his lot in life right now. Took out the teeth. Look at this dude. Just... Telephone booth, interesting. Can I use it? No. Then, oh, they seem to be getting along much better. It's all for show. Oh, more pipe, look at that. Do we have any more costumes? Classic cook and... Oh, blood red, this is new. And bowling stripes, that's also new. Let's change it into something. We've been wearing bad bones for long enough. Blood red and... yeah, bowling through rats. Oh, let's switch to blood red. I think we earned it. It's pizza sauce. Pizza sauce red. This is totally something, right? No. We found a few stage entrances already. Yeah, that's the entrance to down below. Okay, pretty easy layout to traverse then. I think we found most of what we needed now that we've also come here. Where does this go? And this is the boss room. Boss cost 200. Okay, so, yeah. Like I said, I think we will bail for today. we'll probably come back. I'm thinking in maybe 2 days' time, and we'll just try to pace ourselves steadily and hopefully have a bit more of an attentive and alert World 4. World 3 was great, it's just that we totally blew it in the Gnome Forest and didn't make a good show of it at all. But otherwise, I've really had quite a bit of fun with some of these very speedy mechanics that are all over the place. I mean, mini golf was very much its own thing, very unique once we got in there. And it actually, I know what the mini golf reminded me of now. And it reminded me specifically of Guacamelee. Because we played Guacamelee 2 last year, and Guacamelee is kind of all about, you know, grabbing the enemies and using them as directionally thrown objects, and it was exactly that kind of interaction where you just kind of freeze in midair with golf ball and toss them the way that you want. Yeah, no wonder it seemed so familiar. That was an interaction that felt like it was straight out of Guacamelee. And of course, you know, the barrel here was yet another very Sonic-like mechanic in some ways, perhaps, but with its own wall deflection logic. And then the bubbles and rockets level was, I think, much vaster in scope than we expected, especially when a transitional animation kicked in. Once it changes the scene and everything, but anyway. We are going to adjourn for the day. This is a decent note to end on, I think, after having vanquished the noise. And yeah, you can see that the rank is at least partly dependent, or maybe even mostly dependent on hats remaining. 2 hats maybe would be C, 3 hats would be, well, maybe, I don't know. We have no idea. We know there's some way to S rank it, but we don't know how perfect you have to be. But yeah, it's been D rank on all bosses so far, but that's the learning experience. That's just what we do around here. So we're going to leave off here at the end of World 3. We will, or at the beginning of World 4 perhaps. And we will do the stages here next time. So, oh, and look at this. Poor Shotty is now buried here because we couldn't resist just, you know, hunting him to just wherever snots go to die. But yeah, this will be a good place to end on, I think, and then we will once again resume in a few days' time. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for putting up with both the rampant audio problems and today very mediocre gameplay. And we had a great time, though. The fight was very dynamic. The boss fights in general have been quite a treat. Thanks for watching. We've got a small enough audience today that I don't know if we'll forward you to a raid or anything, but we will just take a look around and see what happens. And we'll come back with more Pizza Tower later in the week. Have a wonderful week ahead of you with whatever toppings you may have chosen. And as always, fare thee well.